Welcome to KUE News. I am Sky Conley.
I'm Jasmine Polk.
And I'm Jackson Kurtz.
Today's show is all about spring, from celebrity spring flings to fashion and new music. But let's kick it off with what I consider to be an international tragedy. As I'm sure we've all heard of this one, but Zayn Malik has left One Direction.
Moment of silence for the One Directioners out there.
Please. I'm low-key, not low-key, I'm high-key devastated right now. Zayn was the best singer in One Direction.
He was the cutest one, too. Like, he's the best one to look at. So...
I don't know how to feel about this. How do you feel about this?
You know, I really don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't listen to One Direction. I have no say in it.
He's neutral. I mean, I don't listen to them either, but I feel for their fangirls. Like, there were just some real suicidal tweets going on.
God.
Do we know why he left?
Well, there's a lot being thrown out right now. Basically, he released a statement on Wednesday saying that he wants to be like a normal 22-year-old and he wants to be out of the spotlight. And I read on Billboard.com earlier today that he elaborated more on why he possibly left. And he said that he got to a point in his career with One Direction that he really just wasn't enjoying it anymore. So, I mean, he's probably he's been stressed out because he originally just took a break because of stress. Because they've been together for 5 years and basically all they've been doing is make an album tour, make an album tour, make an album tour, and with all the movies and stuff
Yeah,
so.
it's a lot.
That's a lot. So
especially their little crazy fangirls. That's a lot. If they're not going away, they're probably even more crazy now about him. So read some of those tweets.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of tweets. At Jesus Nice says, Obama got to speak on Zayn Malik leaving One Direction. At Music News _shade, Zayn Malik took the name of the album 4 way too seriously. At Simon Cowell is basically responsible for One Direction in the first place, said, sometimes strength is not defined by numbers.
Wow.
So
that's great. I got some tweets too. Casey Johnson said, don't think of it as One Direction losing a member. Think of it as me gaining a husband. So she's not that hurt about it, apparently. And Ray said, in honor of Zayn, the flag should be lowered to half staff today.
Oh
my gosh.
And then there was one girl that tweeted during school that she's crying in the bathroom stall and she's calling her mom to pick her up. Her name is Vanessa. And I said, Vanessa, he didn't die. He is very much alive. You are okay.
You know, I heard, I was going to interrupt you, I heard that people at KU were in class and they just ran out of class crying.
Oh, shut up.
We are too old, y'all. We are too old.
We are not the 12-year-old, 13-year-old fangirls that write very creepy sexual fan fictions about the band members. We're not on that level. We're 20, 21 years old. We should not be running out of our classes
But
here.
you know, if something happened to God forbid, Beyonce or something.
Or Kanye. I'd cry.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what I'd do.
But I just want to add that if One Direction is possibly looking for another member, if they want another brown dude, hit me up.
Hit him up.
I was in Kansas All-State Choir. I know what I'm doing.
Were you a tenor?
Yes, I
Because
was.
they need that high note.
they
They're
need
missing
that.
the high notes. All right, Simon, call him.
Will do after this show. So, in other news, I also heard that Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris were spotted hanging out and holding hands in Nashville. And they were also wearing matching outfits.
What? We still match outfits in 2015.
Wow.
But they're cute though. I like
Olive and black.
the black.
I wonder what that lady's asking. Do you guys realize you're wearing the same outfits?
She probably doesn't even know that's Calvin Harris. Let's
I
be
like
honest.
this though. I like them. I feel like he's an upgrade for her.
Although, didn't Taylor Swift and Ellie Goulding, his old flame, have a friendship or?
Ooh.
I don't think Ellie was his old flame. They're definitely friendly because they've had 2 songs together or more or whatever. But maybe Ellie's the connecting link.
Ooh.
Maybe she's the one that set them up. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, I like them. They're musicians, both cute. So, Taylor, I know this is what's her number? She's at 20. But I mean, get it, I like it.
We've all seen the Calvin Harris Armani pictures.
Girl, you did a good job. Yes, Taylor.
So, now we move on to Who Slayed. Jackson, start us off on this one.
To the Pimp a Butterfly is rapper Kendrick Lamar's third studio album release. The original release date was for March 23rd, but in recent popular music trends, it was released by surprise a week early. The album is a far cry from any previous work. It is a political and social statement with a funky, jazzy, fast rapping sound. Kendrick put it all on the line for this album. I love it. I'm not a huge, I like him, but I'm not a huge Kendrick fan, and I thought it was great. Did you guys hear it at all?
I haven't given a listen yet. I'm not really a Kendrick person. I respect what he does. I respect what he did for hip hop, but it's not my sound really.
Right.
But I think I should give it a try because I hear a lot of talk about it on Twitter. Have you heard?
I've never like sat down to like listen to like any of his stuff before, but maybe this time I might have to.
It just spoke to my soul. It sounded like it was in like a Spike Lee movie or like a rally of like Unity in the 90s, like a college campus or something. He's got one really important lyric. Is in this one song that he released earlier called "The Blacker the Berry," and the song's about like celebration of self-blackness and like a hypocritical approach to like the black community. He goes, institutionalize, manipulation and lies, reciprocation of freedom only lives in our eyes. You hate me, don't you? Like fire emoji.
Wow. Well, you see how he used the Beyonce effect with that album drop.
True.
That's the Queen effect.
Very
now,
true.
there's no such thing as album release dates. We just, what is that anyway?
Also, Kim Kardashian and Northwest were seen leaving
Yes,
North's ballet
With
practice.
the body snatched.
And Kim looks good. She got her black hair back.
The black is back.
North is looking normal, like a little normal baby, like upset that she has to leave her class early.
She's just pouty in general.
Yeah,
She's definitely inherited the pouty gene from Kim and Kanye. Like, let's take a moment for that.
She's always looking at the paparazzi like, what is this? Like, why are you following us?
She had the Yeezy ones on, so I was a big fan of that.
Aw.
You can't see in this photo, but she had them on.
But Kim, yes, she slays me every time. But speaking of slay, tennis queen Serena Williams is on the cover of the April issue of Vogue, looking beat as always. But I have to mention, she also revealed that she may be in the Beehive.
Ooh.
Serena made her own version of Beyonce's 7-Eleven video for Vogue's website, and it slayed. We have a short clip of the video.
Way your hands, I choose, I put it in the air. Way your hands, I choose, I put it in the air. Clap, like you don't care. Smack that, clap, like you don't.
Serena girl, welcome to the Beehive. We're so glad to have you. And I think like as a staff here at KUENews, we need to make our own 7-Eleven video. Really,
Yes.
like next week we should just
I don't think
all
it's a
get
thing.
together and just,
I don't think it's a thing, but we can make it a thing.
oh,
We're
no
trendy
shade.
here.
Trendy.
Oh. Well, what about you, Sky? I saw your tweets last night. Who slayed you, boo?
Oh my God. So I went to this concert at the Granada here in Lawrence last night. Saw one of my favorite bands of all time, Walk the Moon, and I'm a changed man. I took some photos and I submitted them to KUENews, and oh my God, it was amazing. Like it was everything I could ask for and more. Like
Wow.
I'm literally a changed person. Like it's not very often that I get to go to concerts like in general. So especially to see like one of my favorite acts of all time makes
That's
me
great.
the feels.
You sound like me at the Beyonce concert. That was just
And
like,
yeah, Jesus.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're going from who slayed to who did not slay. Jackson, who didn't slay this week?
Starbucks.
What?
Race Together. This is the new campaign created by Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz. The Starbucks baristas will have the option as they serve customers to hand them cups on which they have written Race Together and then begin a conversation about race. Schultz was then quoted saying, "We at Starbucks should be willing to talk about these issues in America."
Like I go to Starbucks like once like every 5 years. So if I go to sit down with my Frappuccino or whatever, do you think I really want to talk about race? No, I want to sit in peace and just sip and just have fun time with that. Like,
Yeah. I think he had the right mindset, but it was just a terrible idea.
I mean, this is a lot of racial stuff going on.
right.
And I feel like a lot of people are afraid to talk about race. So I feel like Starbucks is trying to be that thing to just, I don't know, just trying to get people to talk about it. It's a little weird.
I just feel like it's out of place. Like, just sell your coffee and your cookies or whatever, and just like go along with it. Like,
it's like one thing I thought of. Like, sorry to interrupt you. Imagine like a different job doing this. Like, you know, your DirecTV kind of comes over and fixes your cables. Like, well, we got the cable set up, so let's talk about race now.
I fixed your box. Let's talk about Ferguson.
Yeah, it's like, okay. So yeah, it's touchy stuff.
Weird.
So for me, who didn't slay, country radio in some places not slaying this week. So the group Little Big Town came out with a song recently called Girl Crush. And basically the premise of the song is that a girl was in a relationship with a guy. The guy has a new girl, and the girl is basically wishing that she was this girl. Well, some people out there have interpreted some of the lyrics as promoting lesbianism. I believe I read that online, a guy on an online forum wrote that this is promoting a gay agenda and I'm not going to listen to your radio station ever again. So some country radio stations have pulled the song like off air.
Wow.
Or like they won't play it in the morning so kids won't hear it. There are several issues with this.
Yeah.
We're past that now.
It's 2015. Oh.
Yeah.
It's 2015, like, come on. Like, even if it was about a lesbian relationship, like, oh my God.
Right?
Who cares? Like, let's be real here. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Well, for me, who didn't slay, you know, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I love my team. But I'm going to have to throw shade at the boys, the KU men's basketball team, for letting us all down. Because lost to Wichita State in my hometown. And I was just disgusted because I just didn't know who they were. Like, did you guys see that game?
They had a pretty good first half, and then when Wichita came up 29-26, I was like, oh, it's
Here
over.
we go. I didn't even recognize, like, I almost filed a missing persons report on Wayne Selden, Kelly. I was like, this isn't my team.
Devontae and, oh my God, Frank. Only people that played good. The only people that wanted to win that game. But Wichita State was on fire. Like,
our in-state rivals, like, it just,
I think I was more offended by all the bandwagon fans that Wichita got, especially from Manhattan land to our west at K-State. But I did love that they showed our governor, Sam Brownback, with the half Wichita, half KU shirt on, and Omaha all booed him. Like, if you get booed outside of your own state, you're probably doing something wrong.
Completely wrong.
Sorry, Sammy.
Well, that concludes all the hits and misses in entertainment this week. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we are going to recap your spring break.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back to KUENews. I'm Katie Keller, and Jackson and I are here to talk about the biggest party week of the year, spring break. But first, we sent out KUENews reporters Bentley and Sam to get the tea on your spring breaks. Sam?
I'm Sam Wola for KUENews. We're asking people here about spring break and what they did. As for me, I went to California, Huntington Beach, and surfed every day. We did rock climbing, pretty eventful trip. We're going to ask people what they did for spring break.
We went to Gulf Shores, Alabama. We got a lot of sun. I'm no longer paced anymore. I'm just my brown.
The Gulf Shores, huh? You guys got your bronze on, huh? Yeah, it's very dark.
I stayed here and worked.
Stayed here and worked. That sounds pretty dang exciting.
It was pretty fun, I must admit it.
What was the highlight of this break for you?
Sleeping, lots of sleep.
Camping trip with friends out at Cherry Lake Friday.
Cherry Lake?
Yeah.
Good sights?
Yeah, it was a good sight. It was a little bit closed down for the season, but we made our own way.
So what did you do for spring break?
I went home and had a staycation in Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah, in Kansas City. Yep, I did some homework, worked a little bit, hung out with friends.
That sounds exciting.
It was not exciting at all, but it was good. It was a good break. So.
I worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and I actually also visited University of Illinois for 3 days.
Dunkin' Donuts, huh? I'm going to have to probably get your contact information after this and give you a good nice discount.
I can get you a little bit of a discount.
I went to the beach and I explored the architecture in Merida. I went to the University of Merida and all of like audited classes, some Spanish, one of my roommates. Raced on the beach after camp here.
That sounds like an eventful trip.
Yeah, it was great. I just flew in this morning, so I'm just like, why don't we go?
Welcome back to class. Yeah. All right, so where did you go for spring break?
I went to Denver, Colorado.
Dang, 2 trips.
Yes.
What do you do there?
In Denver, I skied and hung out in Washington Park, and in London, I just toured the city with my mom.
Took in the sights, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
I went to Denver and Boulder.
Denver and Boulder. What do you do there?
Hiked, visited friends. Was outside.
So where do you guys go for spring break?
I went back home to Colorado to see my family.
What did you do there?
Just my mom had her bridal shower.
Dang, that's a lot of activities packed into a week. Where did you go for spring break?
I went to Vegas with my family.
Vegas. Do you put it all on black, or what? Did you do a lot of gambling?
No, I did not do a lot of gambling.
21 even?
No, I'm 21.
I went to Chicago for the first weekend of spring break. Did the St. Patrick's thing there.
Did you see the river get dye green?
Yes, I did. It was very cool.
I went fishing with my dad. Kind of just get outdoors there. I slept a lot and I read some books.
Yeah. What book did you read?
I read a book called The Rosie Project. My mom gave it to me.
Good read?
It was pretty good. It was really short. About some socially awkward dude like falling in love. I don't know why my mom wanted me to read it.
All right, so where did you go for spring break?
I worked. I was here for work.
Did you do anything interesting?
Cleaned out my garage.
That's something interesting.
Interesting. I went to New Orleans.
What did you do there?
Partied on Bourbon Street.
Took in the sights too, imagine.
Yeah.
You could catch a lot of beads. Is that only Mardi Gras?
Thanks, Sam and Bentley, for the always hilarious videos. So, Jackson, did you do anything exciting over spring break?
Unlike the horde of people that went to PCB and Gulf Shores, I went somewhere very exotic. Not really. I went to LA.
Hey, that's something.
It was fun. I was there with my girlfriend and 3 of her friends, and we stayed at her house because she's from there, and she lives in like a small suburb of Beverly Hills. And like right when we got there, we started doing stuff. We saw there's a picture of the Hollywood sign. We got really close to it.
Well, that's really close. Did you have to hike up to that?
You actually didn't. You could drive through these streets. It was actually illegal, but don't tell anybody that. But you could drive through the streets, and then there's people at the top of that. And you can, but it's like the wait for that is just crazy. So.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
What else did you guys do?
And then this was one of the highlights because I'm a huge Los Angeles Lakers fan.
Ooh,
Never seen them play. They suck now, but it's okay because I saw them play at Staples Center, and it was amazing. Kobe Bryant was there. He left at halftime because he couldn't take the terrible
Who were they
team.
playing?
The Hawks, who were the best team
yeah.
in the NBA, and they almost won, but they didn't because they're really bad, but it's okay. So that was amazing. Definitely one of the highlights. And there's me and my girlfriend went to Universal Studios.
Aww,
That was
so
fun,
cute.
but I'm not like 12 anymore, so it was kind of hard to do. And there's Venice Beach, and then that was interesting. Not one of my favorite spots, but lots of tourists, lots of interesting people. It's just it kind of reminded me of Times Square in New York City. Very
cool.
Very kind of thing. And there might be another picture here of me on the beach. I was all excited. So
you a beach lover?
You know what? I didn't like the beach that much
You
because
don't like the beach?
I mean, like I feel too lazy when I'm there. Like I just like lay down.
It's part
like
of spring break.
I
to
know,
be lazy.
but true. They went like 3 times. We went like 3 times, and the first time it was good to like relax, but second, third time I was like, okay, let's do something else. What about you?
I could live by the beach. I actually did a little bit study abroad trip, sort of, to Costa Rica. I'm taking a class called Preparing for International Careers, and part of it is spring break in Costa Rica, and it was amazing.
Wow.
I had never seen a place more beautiful. This is a hot springs pool at a coffee finca, not a plantation, finca. So they grow coffee there, and you can go stay there. There's a couple different hot springs. You can get married there. It looks over this beautiful valley. I could have stayed there all day.
The water's so blue.
Yeah, it feels like a hot tub when you're in it.
Oh my
and then you
gosh.
can't see and it's like an infinity pool, and there's just flowers everywhere, and it was just one of the best days of my life. And we did a lot more. I got to go zip lining for the first time ever,
man.
which was scary but awesome.
You got guts. I don't do that.
Really? It was, they drove you up the mountain and then you zip line down, and one of the ropes was like half a mile long.
Oh my
and
gosh.
It was very, very cool. It was awesome. And then we also went hiking to this waterfall. We went swimming. You can see people swimming in the little pool down there. The water was freezing, but it was really fun. Then we also went hiking another day down to a river. It was really hard. People were slipping and falling a lot, but
These pictures look like when I think of like tropical.
yeah,
like
well,
that.
yeah, it's like 10 degrees above the equator, I think.
Wow.
I didn't realize it was that far south, but oh my gosh, I am ready to go back. This week was a little rough adjusting, but yeah, so that's it for us, but stick around and we will hear all about the hottest fashions for spring. Thanks.
Studious, courteous, community service oriented. These are just a few ways to describe Sigma Pi fraternity. But don't take my word for it. Let's ask the president himself. Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear you come in. I'm Ryan Brinker, founding father and president of Beta Delta chapter of Sigma Pi here at the University of Kansas. We're one of the fastest growing Greek communities here on campus, and now we want you to be a part of us too. For more information, go to kusigmapi.com.
Welcome back to KUEnews. I'm Jasmine Polk.
I'm Kennedy Schneiders.
And I'm Caitlin Unger.
Chris Brown's ex, Karusha Tran, is going to be on the next episode of OWN Network's hit series, Iyanla Fix My Life, the show where celebrities sit down with life coach Iyanla Vazant to figure out their problems and get back on track. Well, Karusha is spilling all of the tea on her and Breezy's on-again, off-again, Twitter ranting, secret baby making, these girls ain't loyal relationship, and tells us why she stayed through all the craziness, saying, I wanted to love him because that's what he needs, love. The episode airs this Saturday at 8 p.m. on Mama Oprah's OWN network, of which we don't have on campus, and I'm writing a letter to Chancellor Gray Little about that, so we're going to have to watch online, but we're going to start something new today.
So today we are going to do some fixing of lives ourselves on what we call KUEnews Fix My Life. Our first patient is Scott Disick. And Scott is the famous long-term boyfriend of Kourtney Kardashian. They have 3 beautiful children, and while he owns, I think he owns several bars, and he makes frequent appearances, places, he tends to act out in the party scene, and it's shown a lot on their Keeping Up with the Kardashians show. So I think that he needs to either pick to be a family man or pick to be a party boy, and it's definitely, he would be a man if he picks the family side, and I kind of think he's childish if he picks the party boy side. But I don't really think he can do both, and I don't think it's very fair to his 3 children and Kourtney to be in and out of rehab and just in the party scene. And then my second celebrity is Amanda Bynes, and she started out having it all. She had a great TV show. She was a movie star. She was an idol to many young girls. And then as she grew older into her later adolescent and early adulthood, she kind of turned a little bit weird on social media and stopped, I don't know, she stopped being on TV and stuff. There was rumors that she had schizophrenia, but they turned those rumors down, and she actually came out and tweeted, quote, I was diagnosed bipolar and maniac depressive, so I'm on medication, and I'm seeing my psychologist and psychiatrist weekly, so I'm fine, smiley face. That was back in November. And I don't really think that, I just kind of feel like that's not very appropriate to put out on Twitter in that manner. She's just kind of lost her entire fan base, and I don't think she's much of an idol to young girls anymore, and I don't think that her image can really come back from what it is.
She's kind of ruined it for herself. My celebrities that I think need a fixing first is Justin Bieber. J-Biebs, he really had it all, and he had money, he still has money, he had a beautiful girlfriend, And then he just started getting in trouble with the law, you know, and he's just covered in tattoos now. He's got his hair bleached blonde now. You can see that pretty much everywhere. I don't know. I don't really think he knows what he wants at this point in his life, and he's just kind of trying to find himself, I guess, which I could say the same for Miley, who is my second patient. She just really needs to pick what she wants to be known for. I mean, that picture kind of explains exactly why I have her as a patient, but her Instagrams are just out of control lately. She's like very open about her drug and alcohol use, and I mean, not that I don't think she's abusing it, but it's just maybe don't post that everywhere. She was a huge role model for so many girls. I mean, including myself. I used to always want to be her. She had the perfect boyfriend, perfect like hair and everything, and now she's just out of control, and I don't know. It's even hard for me to follow her on social media anymore. So I think she just needs help. She needs to come to Jesus, talk.
Oh, go fix it, Jesus. Yeah, basically. Well, I think we all know who needs help right now. Kylie Jenner, the daughter of Kris and Bruce Jenner and Kardashian's sister. 17 years old, lip injections, it looks like. Different hair color every day. People are saying that she got a boob job, and the girls are sitting up a little nicer lately. So I don't know. But she's also dating a 25-year-old rapper, Tyga, and well, I think she's in her teen years of rebellion, and her parents are getting divorced, and she has so much money, she just does what she wants to do. But I have some advice for her. First, say no to drugs, because she looks like the type that could just go off on the deep end. No shade, Kylie, but all the shade. And then stay young, because you're 17 years old. You don't need to be in VIP right now. Like, be young, stay home. Do young things that I wish I could do still, like, you know. And I have stay busy with positive work, because I know she has that hairline, and she has that clothing line with her sister at Pakistan. Just stay busy with stuff that gets you out of the bad situations that you're in, and then find your niche. Like, you know, Kendall's a model, and Kim does whatever she does. They say they don't have talent, but they have all these projects. So like, just find something that she can focus on that's not a 25-year-old man. So, and my next person is my husband, Christopher Brown. He, you know, he's in and out of jail, but he just got off his probation from the Rihanna case. They say he has a weed addiction. He was in rehab for anger, and he has a secret child, we're learning, and his last album didn't sell that well. And I'm gonna need him to get it together for the sake of our family. I got some advice for him. Use protection, Chris. Wrap it up, because we don't need any more little Chris's running around. And fix your circle, because he's around all these crazy guys that are just always in legal trouble, drugs, and I think he should just surround himself with people that are positive and artists and stuff that's doing what he's doing, so we can be on the same page. And then make Chris Brown music. Like, do you guys remember when he was just so cute and he would get up there and dance and sing about fun stuff? Now he's just rapping about I don't even know what, but come back to us, Chris, please.
Yes,
Fix
please.
it, Jesus.
Well, hopefully these celebs will take our advice and get it together. Don't forget to tune in to Ianya Fix My Life this Saturday to see if Karushi is really done with Chris Brown. Don't move, we have plans for your weekend right after the break.
Hello, I'm Jackson Kurtz, and I'm here in the Union today to ask people about what their spring break fashion trends are. How you doing today, sir?
I am very good.
What is your name?
I am Alex Robinson.
Alex, what is your favorite fashion trend of spring?
Ooh, that's kind of tough to decide. Probably some colorful pants, something very different from blue jeans.
Is that, what kind of color pants?
Well, I mean, I'm biased. My favorite color is burgundy, so I'm going to go with what I have. But like pastels are perfect, so.
What's your favorite place to shop?
Ooh, I believe the store is called Wild Man down on Mass Street. It's kind of retro, stuff from the 70s, but it's also kind of a thrift store, so it's kind of cheap.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask you a question? What's your name today?
Susan Shaw.
How you doing?
Fine, and you?
I'm very good myself. Do you have any certain fashion trends that you like to do during the spring?
What do you mean?
Like any kind of like jacket or like shoes or anything like that?
Yes, well, besides my KU attire, I like to be in very casual, spring-like colors, bright colors, yellow. A lot of people say I look good in yellow and pink. Yes.
That's great. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Well, I'm trying to find some more people here. Very shallow in the union right now. Excuse me, sir. What's your name?
Cal Butcher.
Cal, do you have any certain fashion trends like to show out during the spring season?
I think the fashion for the spring is blue jeans, shorts, light jacket, t-shirts. If the weather's warm, I think that should affect what we wear.
Well, there you have it right there. Back to you guys.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. So to close out today's show, we have some events for the KU community going on in the next couple of days. Abby, I think you have a lot to talk about.
At the Granada on the 29th, Andrew Jackson, Jihad, will be performing along with other supporting bands, and that starts at 7:30, and all ages are welcome. And then on the 31st, Turquoise Jeep is featuring a lot of singers that have interesting names, like Flint Flossie and Young Humma and Pretty Raheem and others I can't really pronounce. So that is Tuesday night at 9 p.m. And then in Liberty Hall, there are several shows, such as It Follows, The Second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, and What We Do in the Shadows. And then finally, SUA is hosting an event on Saturday from 1 to 5, and the Festival of Art. It has a bunch of booths that will be set up with food and music. There's going to be like henna tattoos available, ceramics, all types of artsy stuff. So it's really cool. If you guys don't have anything to do, you should check it out. And that is located at the Kansas Union Plaza. So that's what I have for us this weekend.
All right. SUA is doing another event this Monday at 7 p.m. at the Commons at Spooner Hall. There's going to be a showing of the documentary called Bridegroom, and there's actually going to be a discussion section afterwards with Shane Bitney Crone, who is one of the subjects of the documentary. So you definitely don't want to miss that. If you don't know what Bridegroom is about, it's about this gay couple, and one of the guys dies unexpectedly in an accident, and it shows what happens to the survivor of the relationship and the struggles and some of the legal challenges that he had to face. And I've known a couple of people who have actually watched Bridegroom, and they said it was very, very sad. So if you go, be emotionally prepared to handle it, I guess you could say. So.
All right, well, could be eventful, could not be. Depends on what people want this weekend.
Yeah. Are you planning on going to any of the events?
You know, I actually have a lot of homework this weekend, so I think I'll be in.
What about Monday?
I don't know. I might try to go see all those interesting rappers, but.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess that is the end of the show, so, yeah.
Well, Friday, same time, same place. Thank you for watching KUE News.